All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Outside. 53 is the mark. It's our field. It's our field. Hey,
on first down, it's Darnold. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Watch the eye. Red lady. Red lady. Hey, wahoo. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get in the weight room.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
You.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
80 weapon.
Shit.
Motion, motion, motion.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Caught by Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check, 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 check. Waiting.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now back to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Second and 11. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They come out here in the eye.
Check. Fresno. Kill.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. 2nd and 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. No, Donald, that fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tackles.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on first down to Michel on the screen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
5-2 is the Mike. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
51 to mine. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 51 to the young lady. Exit, exit.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Taylor, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Three butt.
Check 52.
That's the what. That's the what. 51.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
A gain of 5 brings up
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Let's go now. 54. 54, Mike. Here we go, G.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Check Mike 51.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
We got this.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Time. 51, Mike, 51. Don't get nervous. We're ready. Hey, Mike, 51.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Push him back.
Check. Go, 80. Lucky, touch.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch is made by Harry. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man open, that's Harry. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Shift. Check 13. Check 13. Shift.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Jets.
Mike 51, they can't hang with us.
Darnold on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
General West.
Play.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Lady. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 51.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen.
Darnold from the gun. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Not the red 80. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
He's not going to get me.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jets 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Keep checking crap. Switch.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shift. Watch the shift. Jet cover.
Back to throw now on first down. That's out to his running back, Michel. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Well, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Let's put that team on the box. Kill.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check the backer.
They'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Oh, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Joe Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. So left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Completes this one to Meredith. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not